When it comes to investing, there's a lot of things to know, a lot of very important key items, but I think there is one key overarching idea to be really understanding of that'll make the difference between folks that are successful investors and maybe those who are less successful. And so we're going to learn about that and how to use that to our advantage coming up on Investing Education with Mr. B. With our videos and our courses, we help you to learn fast so you can become a confident and successful investor. So if that sounds interesting to you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Okay, so what's this one key? I mean, there's a lot of different things that can be very impactful or helpful for investing. And right now in your mind, you might be guessing and thinking, and I hope you are, because that's actually very good from a learning aspect. So you might be thinking, well, it's important that I diversify, that I have different types of investments like stocks and bonds and cash, maybe even some cryptocurrency. And that's very true. And that I diversify within that. You know, not only do I have one or two stocks, I have a bunch of stocks. Maybe I have some mutual funds or some exchange traded funds. All these different things that you can learn about, and that is all very true. Diversification is very critical and very important. And stuff that we learn about in the different videos and courses that we provide. But it's not the number one thing that I'm thinking of here that I want to share with you. And that might be like, being good at picking stocks, or it's really good at saving money. You know, saving money is very important because you can't invest it if you don't save it, or getting ahead of work so you can earn more money, so you can save more money and then invest more money and then it grows. And that's great too. And this is all very, very true. But the one thing I think that is the most critical in how you can kind of develop it for yourself, and where I think, and where I've seen and really learned myself over the years, where I see people really, really struggle, it's almost paralyzing actually. And the whole key thing there is confidence. I would say number one is confidence. And like, well, how do you get confident? I mean, like right now, if I was asked to, I don't know, maybe dock a cruise line, a big massive cruise liner, and dock it, and I don't even know barely how to drive a boat. I can't dock a cruise liner. Well, or a cruise ship. Well, you learn that, right? You apprentice, you practice, you learn, and then you gain confidence as you learn. It's the same thing with investing. The more that you do and the more education you give yourself, whether it's watching YouTube videos, taking complete courses, whether it's from me or from anyone, reading books, whatever it might be, the more educated you become on a subject, the more confident you'll be. And as you take small steps in that, that's why for a lot of newer investors, I recommend starting out with just small amounts of money so as you continually are learning. Don't bet everything on one thing. Start with small little bits and then grow from there. One of the purposes of that is not only that you're learning from as you grow, as you invest, and you're learning, but you're also gaining confidence along the way. If you took a big lump sum of money and put it all in one stock and that stock went down, you'd be like, stock market's rigged, I'm never doing it again, this is terrible. And you wouldn't have that education and you wouldn't have that confidence. So they go hand in hand, I believe. And that's why what I do it really for kind of fun and really mostly to help people. But I know that if I can help them become more confident and they get that education, then they can be successful and enjoy what I enjoy. And so that's what I really want for you. So when you start thinking about where you have your successes in life, you start thinking about how to become a better investor, think about education and think about confidence. And I really thought about this video and a direct note I received from one of my students, and I want to share with you because I think it's so very powerful. And this is from Dana R actually, and he wrote, it could be either way, said, "Hi Steve, by the way, you should know that my mother did not name me Mr. B. That's kind of my YouTube personality in my courses, but my real name is Steve, so you can call me Steve, like my mom and dad." And Dana wrote, "Hi Steve, I just wanted to let you know that your course gave me so much understanding and confidence to actually go ahead and diversify my portfolio. The financial world doesn't seem so scary anymore. Thank you so much." All right, now as somebody who's I guess I consider myself an educator now, how good do I feel, right? That I made a difference for Dana there. I mean, I feel so great. That's why I created this video. I wanted to share this. But what's more important is not how I feel, but how you can learn from this. And think about what Dana wrote again. She said that she gained understanding. She had confidence, or he had confidence. Oh, I wish I knew whether Dana was a man or a woman. It could be either way. To actually go ahead and diversify my portfolio. So took steps, took that small step, took an action step, and really summing up with the financial world doesn't seem so scary anymore. And that's where scariness happens. When we're not confident, things seem scary. When we don't have the understanding or the education or the learning behind it, things seem scary. Driving a car for the first time, that's a better example. Driving a car for the very first time seems scary, but once you do it, once you learn how to do it with education and then you actually do it in practice, and then you can drive a car very easily and with confidence, right? And successfully, at least for everybody else on the road to be safe and yourself to be safe. So with that, as we wrap up this video here, I want you to think about that and think about, am I a confident investor? How could I get more confident? And if there are areas that I'm less confident in, maybe I'm confident investing in stock market maybe, but maybe I want to invest a little bit in cryptocurrency, you might be thinking, but boy, I have no idea on it. Well, sure, take a course from me or take other courses or watch some video lessons, start educating yourself and then start small. So you might be great at the stock market, but understand nothing about cryptocurrency or real estate investment trusts or REITs, which is a good area it can be a very good area to invest in, but you can't just, you're not born with it. So you got to learn it and then you learn confidence. So there you go. I think it's a debatable point. So in the comments below, if you disagree or you think something's even more important or you want to add more to the discussion as far as, confidence is important, but I'd also think about this or I think about that, please put in the comments. It's really helpful for everyone watching this video and on the channel. So with that, I'm going to say, go out there and be confident, learn more, be confident, and I wish you all the very best in your investment journey.